What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over how to bench press. We're going to be going over everything from feet placement, back placement in position, what you're supposed to be feeling, how to descend the bar, what type of path it should be on. We're going to go through everything. So let's jump right into this and let's learn how to bench press. Starting with our foot placement. But before we start, there's so many different things out there that are going to tell you all these different ways to bench press. I'm telling you, I'm not a power lifter. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm just someone who wants to get strong and conditioned, right? So this is a general form that's going to work for most people. This is not going to be your most optimal for bodybuilding or powerlifting. But let's jump right into this and let's go for it. So when you guys are getting your feet on the ground, when you lay back, you are going to want to tuck your feet on your toes. You don't have to tuck them way back like you see some power lifters do, but I would like you to be toes in the ground so you feel braced when you're on the floor, okay? You don't want to be flat because that's kind of like taking a little bit of tension away from your lower body. You want to feel braced and strong. So again, tuck those feet back to a comfortable position with your toes in the floor, and then you can lean back and you should feel a good stability through your lower body before you take the bar off. So now that we got our feet set, we're going to be looking at our lower back. Huge misconception. Everybody thinks you need to have your back flattened to the bench. Again, we're not power lifters, we're not bodybuilders. You can have that natural curve to your spine. So when you tuck your feet back, naturally your spine is going to curve a little bit, which is okay. I have space for my hands to go underneath. That's not a problem. So after you tuck your feet, kind of tuck your back up a little bit in that nice curved spine. Again, we're not power lifting here and lifting our chest as high as we can, but get it into that good position, and now we can talk about taking the bar off. Now we're going to be getting into hand placement before we lift that bar off. So on the bar, there's two rings usually. Most bars have them on the ends of the bars. You need to decide where those are. So before you choose, I want you to hold your hands above your body in a comfortable position, usually a little bit outside your shoulders, and I want you to be able to lower your arms down. And when you do that, I want you to look at your elbows. Where that position was, do your elbows flare out and open, or do they stay in a nice, good 45-degree angle to your back? That's where you want to be. So if you take the bar off with your hands super wide on that last ring there, and your elbows are too open, then that's too wide for you. A lot of bigger guys might be able to handle that and keep their elbows in a 45-degree angle, but you may be opening up those elbows too much and getting into your shoulders. So try the ring closer or even slightly closer than that, then take the bar off and see if those elbows stay in that good position, which they should. That's where you want to be. So we're going to go ring, closest one that you guys want, that you feel is good for you where those elbows are, and then you can really work on getting in a good position. Okay, so now we know where to put our hands. We messed around with it. I'm going to get my hands set on the first ring. That's where I like it. So now my hands are in that position. My feet are in my position. I can take the bar off. Once the bar is off, we are going to work on getting those elbows when we descend in that 45-degree angle, right? So if you look at my elbows, they're in that 45 degrees. I'm not super open and wide, okay? So we're nice and stable, and now our elbows know where to go, so we can start our descending part of the bench press. Okay, last piece to the puzzle, guys. As we descend that bar, it's not as easy as just letting that bar come down on us and pressing. We need to engage our back a little bit, meaning we need to pull the shoulder blades together as you descend the bar. As you do this, naturally your back may get a little bit more of that natural curve to it, which is fine. So don't be so nervous about that. Trust the bar to come down. Pull your shoulder blades together so your back gets nice and tight. So I'm going to hold this bar here for a second. I can feel my back squeezing together like I was doing a pull-up or a row or whatever. And from here, now I'm nice and stable, so I can press that bar away in a strong fashion. So again, as you descend, shoulder blades come together, my elbows are at a 45-degree angle, and then I am stable as hell, and now I can drive away. So now let's put everything together. Let's go through the checklist. Feet are set in the ground. You're going to lean back into your position. Your feet can maybe tuck slightly more. My back has that little bit of an arch in it, no problem. I find my hands wherever I like them, whatever works for me for that 45-degree elbow range. We're going to take that bar off nice and strong. We're going to stabilize, and now I want you to get a feel for that upper back. As you start to descend the bar, my back gets super tight. I'm feeling strong, and then you could drive that bar up. Again, we control down in that 45-degree angle, feel that nice tension, and drive. Now, again, going through this fully, you want to make sure those feet are tight in the ground. You want to make sure that back is in a nice, strong, stable position. It's okay if you have that little bit of an arch. When you take that bar off, get ready to feel that back engage in that descending manner so you guys can feel strong and stable with a good amount of weight on the bar. If you're just doing the barbell, yeah, sure, you may not have to engage that back a lot, but when you start getting heavier and heavier and stronger, you're gonna need your back to stabilize the press. That is the key to bench pressing, not in powerlifting, not in bodybuilding, just in general, trying to get stronger and more conditioned. So work on this position, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video.